Come on. All right, bet. Just had to check, baby. All right. Aquarius. Your turn. Aquarius, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Starboy in the house. What's up? It's my fan lady, boy. What's up? DJ Mustard on the beat. All right. What's up? You ready? I said, oh, you're ready. All right, Aquarius. Here we go. 3, 2. Damn, we just started pouring out of nowhere. Guess I gotta take a lift today. Cause a nigga ain't walking in the rain. I'll tell you that. No, sir. No, sir. All right, let's see what's up. Holy Spirit, tap me in the Aquarius. Please. I found some new cards in here yet that I haven't, pulled out since I had this deck. Well, it's been like, what, six months now? Something like that. Okay, so, hopefully they come out today. But I was going through them and shuffling them and things. And I was like, damn, these ain't never came out before. But we'll see. So we got festive. Okay, in the mood to celebrate. All right, we got smug. We know what smug is. Okay. Trust. All right. So I'm getting two people or one person feeling that they can trust another. Okay, or it goes both ways. Okay, and somebody's feeling some type of way about the fact that two people trust each other. Two people could be celebrating each other, or two people do celebrate each other. Confirmation. Thanks, Spirit. Okay, somebody can celebrate something that you do. You can celebrate something that they do. Okay, something is mind blowing. Feeling astonished or flabbergasted by someone or something. Somebody feels like this connection to you is mind blowing. Okay, so it's like somebody's consciousness is being awakened. Right? It's like an explosion of like information, right? Like revelation, things you didn't know before that you now know, right? Or someone opposite you. Okay, could be both, right? It's giving ascension. Vicious. Feeling violent, destructive, and a need to be cruel. Obviously, it's this smug person over here. But do we care about that? Delighted. I'll take it. It was sticking out. Feeling greatly pleased. Okay. Hold on. Should I look at it? Should I? Affectionate. Feeling affection or warm regard for another person or animal, feeling love and fond. Okay. I didn't even plan on taking them out, but they were sticking out, so I took them. You know, hammer and nail. Okay. Loyalty flashing before my spiritual eye. Okay. The song by Kendrick Lamar, Loyalty. I think it's Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna. Okay. I don't know. You be hearing this song? All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? You and your cat. I feel you. Me and my dog too. For now. For now. Okay, something about a watch or a timepiece, okay, or a family heirloom can be significant. Does not have to be a watch or a timepiece. You know, like one of those old timepieces, like, you know, with the long chain on it, right? And it's like in a circle, and then you flip it open, right? It has like a little clicker on the top, right? One of those old school watches. Okay, I don't know. I'm seeing that. Okay. Somebody's grandfather showing me that. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, so somebody's grandfather is telling me that some type of heirloom that they passed down. Okay, somebody's teenager pawned a timepiece. That's a family heirloom. So if you're watching me right now or whenever you see this video, okay, you know, check to see if it's where it's at or where you left it, because spirits, you know, your ancestors telling me that either your son or your daughter, somebody pawned that family heirloom, a timepiece. Gold. Okay. Last quarter moon in Libra. Make time for self-love. All right. You be spending time to yourself, all right, pouring into yourself, or you need to, all right, take a breather. Okay, some of you guys be taking a break, you know, taking a step back. Maybe you're on sabbatical for some of you, or, you know, you could be using your vacation hours. Okay, whether you're going on vacation or just taking time off. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. All right, bottom of the deck, reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Ooh, my bad. Gleated a little bit, you know. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. I swear it wasn't even raining like all morning. As soon as I got up here, it just started pouring in. So somebody could be crying a lot, okay? Releasing a lot of pent up emotion. Yeah, it could be somebody just, you know, maybe somebody started crying and doesn't even know why they were crying, right? Okay, maybe you do. Okay, point is somebody needed it. Okay, somebody needed that. It's cleansing, okay? Resourcefulness and freedom. Somebody found a way to get free of something, okay? Or somebody had some type of help applied to them, okay? Or some type of revelation given to them in order for them to make an informed decision to free themselves from something, okay? Or to free yourselves from something. Okay, somebody could be in a wheelchair. They don't have to be, all right? Somebody could take care of someone. Got abundance, cunning, intuition. Yeah, somebody was there for the things. You know, what you can give a person, what they can get out of you. That's why someone was there. You know, somebody wanted someone to be their caretaker, and they're not handicapped. Yeah. Yeah, they want them to be their caretaker or you to be their caretaker, and they're not handicapped. Somebody wants to be taken care of. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But when you're not taking care of the other person as well, you know what I'm saying? That's not equal. That's not even. You know, that's not even at all. So you're there for the money, you know, the sex, not even really the sex, the money, what you can get from the person. I mean, the sex, yeah, because energy, right? Sucking the life out of somebody, instincts. Burning Blue, Mariah the Scientist, nurturing. Something about howling at the moon, okay, or talking to the moon. Somebody could be talking to the moon. Power, Scorpion. Communication. So somebody's learning about the power of communication. I mean, think about it, you know. Without communication, you know what I'm saying? There's room to assume, there's room to misinterpret, there's room to, you know, for anything to be in the middle of that, right? Rather than making something very abundantly clear. You know, survival of the rat. Communication. Somebody can be calling somebody from jail or trying to. All right, Aquarius, let's see what come up out of here now. Let's see. Okay, you could be watching someone at a distance, okay, or vice versa. Okay, you see somebody's star shining. Yeah, the sun, 2 of Wands. Yeah, you see somebody's star shining. Okay, they're very mysterious and ethereal, I want to say. All right, let's see. Okay, you can have romantic feelings for this person. Okay, some of you can want to work this person. 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, you could have closed yourself off to the past. All right, recently, Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, or something ran its course. Okay, somebody's looking at the past, realizing that there's no coming back. This could be a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be water sign. Okay, this could also be the person opposite you. Okay, they're closed off, or their past is closed, it's shut. Okay, a closed case. Somebody could do something on a public platform, okay, or somebody could do something where, that's too many, where they're seen by a lot of people. Page of Wands, the King of Swords. Six of Pentacles. So King of Swords has to leave the past behind. Okay, so somebody is thinking more logical about something. Okay, somebody is... something makes sense to someone in the long run. Or to you. Something makes sense to you in the long run. Something about messages or communication of something brand new. Okay, you can feel like somebody's a part of your destiny. Four of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to give to somebody? Okay, you guys could be, you know, you can be going back and forth spiritually already. You know, I'm feeling one in the other's energy. Okay, and I just saw the Ace of Swords, King of Cups. So 1 or 2 people have been made aware, okay, of each other. The Lovers, the 7 of Swords. And of course, there's somebody on the outside spying on your connection. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, you know, reminiscing. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Ace of Cups. Somebody, you could be trying to see if somebody's single. Okay, I'm not really getting like sneaky with the Seven of Swords. I'm not getting sneaky, other than somebody from the outside, you know, sneaking and watching. Okay, trying to see what's going on over here. But when it comes to you, I feel like it's you. When it comes to you, you haven't made yourself known yet. Yeah, you haven't made yourself known yet. Yeah, you could be trying to find out if this person's single. Two of Swords, yeah. And I feel like they are. This person might have been single for a while. Okay, the Fool. You feel like you're being led towards them. You feel like everything's lining up to lead you towards them. Okay, you feel like you're getting breadcrumbs to, you know, leading to them. Okay, not from them, but leading to them. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, you could be traveling. All right, or you're ready to travel. The Two of Wands. Okay, you could have left a Queen of Wands, man or woman, Page of Pentacles. Somebody that just asked or you know, gimme all the time for whoever this was. Okay, Two of Pentacles, yeah. They were fickle, they were iffy. You know what I'm saying? They act different according to what it is that they wanted. You know, what it is that they wanted from you or out of your pocket. Okay, you know, it was always a flip of the coin with whoever this is. Okay, the Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody married someone or somebody got with someone for the money. Somebody could have even gotten pregnant and had a child and convinced you that that was your child and it's not. Somebody could have found out that the child's not theirs. You hear them birds out there. My name would be Kevin, or the last name McCall can be significant. The Two of Cups. Yeah, somebody had some type of other thing going on over here. You could have found out somebody was given to another person that they were connected to. Okay, Empress, Nine of Cups. Okay, I don't feel like you're feeling any type of way, or if you were, I don't feel like you are anymore. Okay, because I feel like you got your eyes on this Empress, the Knight of Swords. Break Up, Mario, off the album DNA. Yeah, yeah, break up. You broke up with somebody. Something about you speaking your mind about some type of move or leap of faith, direction that you're going in. Okay, the Tower, which is causing some type of uproar, some type of change. Okay, big change, permanent change, life change. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries. Seven of Cups. The Hermit. It's like somebody stumbling into love, right? Not knowing that you about to fall in love when you bend the corner and you run into somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shocking, you know, but exciting. Okay, Hermit, the World, the Sun, yeah. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, be careful of somebody of the Leo, Sag, Aries trying to, they're watching to try to make their way in here, like to try to cut somebody off. That's what they're trying to do. They want to see somebody come in and hop right in front of them. This weirdo, okay, Ace of Pentacles. You're not going to force, again, you're not going to force someone to be with you. Someone doesn't like you. You're not, how do you figure you're just going to hop in front of somebody? All your ass going to do is get moved out of the way. Now the person likes you, now the person has loyalty to you. Nobody wants you there, but you think you're going to jump in front of someone to present you're not wanted. You're not wanted, sir, ma'am. No. We talked about how that's a complete sentence. Okay. The Hierophant. Somebody won't let go of some type of tradition. Six of Pentacles. Some type of way of thinking or being taught to act, to live. Way of being. Five of Cups. Somebody doesn't stand on anything, so they fall for everything. Somebody's gullible, confused even. Somebody could not. Somebody be confused about their sexuality. Whoever this is, could be a water sign, could be a Taurus, Leo, Sag, Aries. Justice, okay, and that's fair. How they're feeling, what they're experiencing is fair. Six of Swords, okay. You know, they could have crept off on you, ghosted you. You know, didn't work out for them, so now they want to turn back around and you know, come back and act like, you know, oh, I didn't know, I wasn't aware, or I was tricked, or, you know, not tell you that part. Some weak ass shit, okay. Four of Cups, yeah, no. Can't even be honest. You ain't honest with yourself, which means you can't be honest with anybody else. Again, nobody wants you here. Sir, ma'am, you got some shit to work on yourself. Death. So something took a turn, okay? Or it's like a cliffhanger, or not a cliffhanger, you know how when you're watching a movie, right, and you think, you know, the storyline that you're thinking of, you think it's going one way, but then it takes like a sharp left turn, you know what I'm saying? And it totally shocks you, right? It's something like that with two people. Like, that's how two people end up coming together. Okay, or you and someone end up coming together. Like, it's so unexpected, right? Okay, and I mean more so to the outside world. It's something's gonna be so unexpected to people. It's I want to say shocking. Okay, I want to say shocking. Nine of Wands, the Three of Cups in the reverse. It's gonna make a group of ex-friends feel embarrassed. Okay, whether they're on your side or the person you're going towards side. Yeah, they're embarrassed, or they're gonna be embarrassed. Okay, when the two of you come together. Yeah, the both of you match each other's caliber. Yeah, so that's gonna point out something in them, right? And the people that are against you. It's gonna point out other things in them. Somebody could be an artist of, you know, any kind. Film. I heard film again. Six of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. You're owed some type of finances. Okay. Some type of structure, balance. Some of you could be like back pay for something. Okay. Somebody is dealing with Social Security or something like that as well. Yeah, somebody's embarrassed about something that happened publicly, something that was revealed publicly, or who they're connected to coming out publicly. Somebody's embarrassed. They don't want to be seen in public. So they went from wanting all the attention, right? Wanting to be seen in the public, okay? Wanting to be the only one that's seen in the public, to now they're scared, they're embarrassed, they're trying to hide themselves. King of Wands, the Star, the Five of Pentacles, the Magician. So the King of Wands' hopes and dreams were to leave you out in the cold, or leave you feeling that way, right? For you to be stuck in that energy, okay? As if you were never going to move on with life. So that's, somebody thinks a little bit too much of themselves. Okay? You know, thoughts and things like that. You know, that hole over there, you know, might fall for in love, the way that you disgrace them and treat them, you know, that you know, that's not gonna work on an individual who actually loves themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to make that person bend to your will either. You might as well stay out in the streets messing with the hoes. I don't know why, you know, toxic or narcissistic people have a like a fetish for, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get something that, or someone that they know they're not going to get. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to have. Yes, the supply, of course, right? But it's something about it. Like, go to the ones that are for that shit. You know, the ones that love that shit. They'll get on their knees for that shit. You know, not over here. Not over here. And it's just that. End of story. Not over here. You know, we don't like to live in misery. You know, we like peace. You know, it doesn't bore us. You know, we enjoy peace because it allows us to do other things. You know what I'm saying? It allows us to do other things. Anything but sit here and hate our lives. Or, you know what I'm saying? Sit and soak in some unhealed wounds, right? But refusing to heal them. Like, nah. That's just silly. That's just silly. Temperance. Yeah, somebody's sad because they didn't heal. Yeah, and you did. Okay, or on your person's side. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody could be blocked. The Emperor. Okay, this is you. You blocked this person, whoever this is, that's in the Five of Cups. Somebody could be mentally delayed. I mean, that's the expression I'm hearing. Mentally delayed. Yeah, you want to build with another person. Like, all you do is think about this person. Like, all the time. Whoever's in divine feminine energy, if I'm talking to you, this person pops up in your head all the time. Okay, it could have took you a little time to, you know, come to the terms that it's actually what's happening, right? Okay, and you're not imagining things, you know what I'm saying? It's not a, you know, run-of-the-mill type of thing. You know, maybe it's the status of this person, right? That you didn't expect this person to, you know, desire you, right? Or look your direction, or vice versa. Put yourself where you go. All right. Let's look at the current. Y'all get what y'all want for Christmas? I forgot to ask y'all. Y'all get what y'all want for Christmas? Did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? I did. Well, almost. The man will come later, you know. But everything else, yeah, you know, because I got it for myself, you know. What y'all get? Oh, that's all right. Keep healing. Keep healing. I did. No, almost about 90%. I'm still waiting on the last 10, you know. Actually, let me reverse that. You know, 10%. I'm waiting on the last 90. Okay, because you know it's a bigger thing here. But I'm satisfied. You know, but I'm satisfied. Okay. Another story, another day. I ain't gonna bring that up right now. Not right now. I can talk for years on that subject. Can't get enough Tamia between friends. Okay, this could even be a friend to some of you, alright? Or an acquaintance, or just someone, like I said, that you watch, okay, or watches you. The world that you watch or watches you. Like, somebody could really be an actor, okay? Like, and if both of you could watch each other in that way, okay, so if, for specific, because this is specific for someone, okay? So let's say the person who's interested in you acts, right? Or you act, okay? Or you do something where you're on TV or something like that, right? This person could watch shows that you're in or movies that you're in, okay? I know I got a big crowd, okay? There's some celebrities already, you know, in here too, so take it if it's yours, leave it if it's not, okay? And the other person, you can watch the person on your phone, right? They watch you on the big screen. Okay, something like that. So that tells me there's no initial contact that's been made yet. Okay, the devil, the magician. Okay, you're obsessively thinking about this person, which is manifesting them. Okay, vice versa. Page of Swords. You could be doing some research, looking some things up. Eight of Pentacles. Excuse me, Eight of Cups. So, doing work to move on. Okay, you've been doing work to move on from something, from somebody, from something. Ten of Wands. Yeah, you could be trying to rearrange things. Okay, move things around. Okay, whatever you got on your plate, you know, like just rearranging things, making room is what it feels like. Making room. Five of Swords, the Tower. Okay, I feel like somebody's trying to get you. They're trying to bait you to chase after them. Okay, but I don't feel like they realize that you're done. That you're done, like for real this time. Yeah, and somebody's acting like the paternity of a baby, not being yours is something that they can, you could just gloss over. I can make it up to you. How the hell can you make that up? How can you make that up? Ten of Wands, how? Two of Wands. Oh, that's Two of Wands. I thought it was 10, but 10 of Wands came out anyway. Okay, hold on. I mean, what I said stands, yes, but hold on, there's more. Okay, so it's like you've been forging something. Like a mason, right? Let's say, what are they called? Those who make, they shape steel, right? Make weapons, something like that, right? I mean, not literally that, but for an example, something like that. Okay, you're forging something, okay? Or you're going towards someone to forge something. The Three of Cups, with them. To create. All right, you can work with your hands. Somebody can work with their hands. Somebody's a builder. The Moon. Somebody's sorting through their feelings, their emotions. The Emperor. That would be you or your person. Nine of Cups. This is somebody that you want, okay? That you desire, that you pray for. King of Pentacles. Yeah, you could be getting your finances together, or you could be moving money around. Okay, for some of you, Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you could be planning for something. Suffocate, J Holiday. Okay, holiday, J Holiday. Okay, so something about the next holiday. What is that? Valentine's Day, I believe. I think so. I don't know. I don't be following any of that much, but the Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, okay, Ace of Swords. Okay, you can know that somebody's been put in a third party or been put in third parties, okay, like often. The Seven of Swords, the Magician. There's a King of Pentacles that's heartbroken. They could have put you in a third party, okay, or they put your person in a third party. I feel like I'm reading from the masculine's perspective. That's why I keep saying it like I do. Okay, so like I said, put yourself where you go. Okay, it's energy, it's interchangeable. There's no sex assigned to energy. It's like whatever somebody was doing that was sneaky or whatever they were, sneaking off to do, okay, they're carrying burdens from that. And the burden of you not being there anymore. So somebody just added more burdens onto themselves, thinking that they can play with you. Treat you like a play toy, like a plaything. They really played themselves. They were playing with themselves, pause. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you've made a decision and you're sticking to it. You're not going to change your mind. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, the Two of Swords. I feel like somebody's surprised or somebody's shocked. I feel like somebody's seeing a side of you they've never seen before. Okay. Maybe they're used to you being docile. Okay, the world. Or keeping up appearances. Somebody could be a model or something like that. Six of Cups, the Magician. Death. Somebody's been slowly working you to an ending. Like slowly. Like somebody's playing a long game. Yeah, you're watching someone, or someone's watching somebody online, studying them, okay, or learning from them. The Eight of Swords, the Two of Cups, okay. Somebody feels trapped in their head. The Phoenix, okay, this could be you, all right, or if it's not. Okay, so you could have went from being an Eight of Swords energy, okay, but you went through an ascension, right, with the Phoenix here. You went through an ascension. Because you're watching this person online or wherever you're watching them at. It's like they're triggering ascensions in you. Growth, okay, spiritual growth, right? Revelation, things are dawning on you, okay? You know, the light bulb's coming on, all right? The Six of Wands reverse, the King of Wands reverse. Okay, there's a King of Wands in reverse also watching what's going on, what's happening, while trying to hide themselves from public viewing. Trying to hold on to you behind the scenes. Two of Pentacles. Okay, if you're trying to get you to juggle, this person definitely juggled you. You got two people out here who juggled you. But this one's in the upright. It's King of Pentacles. So I'm not getting like that they're a bad person or anything, right? Somebody just was big-headed. For somebody maybe even pig-headed a little bit. The Three of Pentacles, yeah. So they lost an opportunity. So this person's actually learning the lesson. This King of Pentacles, the Lovers, Celestial Weaver, yeah. Somebody's learning the lesson. Okay. Oh, that's good. King of Swords. Here's a third. Ten of Cups, the Star, or the Sun, excuse me. Somebody could be a police officer, somebody could be divorced, okay? They don't have to be those things, but they can be. This could even be the same person, okay? For some of you. For others of you, it's two different people. This King of Pentacles and this King of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, so this King of Swords joined or collaborated with a group of people. Now, it could be this King of Pentacles as well, but that's not, I'm not getting that from them. So this King of Swords, this is a separate thing. This King of Swords collaborated with some people from someone's past, okay? Whether yours or the person you're watching. Okay, so they Ten of Swords to them. Okay, for money. For opportunity, Ten of Pentacles, the Sun. Okay, promises of, things. All right, Eight of Swords. But no, that didn't happen. They're stuck. They trapped themselves. Okay, you starting to experience the physical side of your gifts for some of you. Like you've elevated to, that high to where you could be experiencing physical things happening, right, due to your gifts. Okay, only you know what those things are. I mean, I could dig, but I don't want to, not important. Safe it to you. The Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's harnessing. Somebody's learning how to harness their power. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's learning how to harness their power, the sun. Leo. Yeah, somebody could be homeless right now. Okay, you know, I've got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Okay, like somebody could really be out in the cold. Okay, we talked about this earlier during the summertime. You know, pray that your flight be not in winter. I feel like these are those people that we were talking about. You know, it's wintertime officially now. Something's hard. Pause. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, right next to the Sun. Mm, 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 mm. If you ever change directions, you will be going in the wrong direction. You hear me? Okay. Keep go whatever you go, what direction you going in right now. Keep going in that direction. Keep going in that direction. Okay, that you're being led in. Okay. All right, that you know, the more you go towards that direction, or the more you pay attention to that direction, you feel peace. You know what I'm saying? You feel joy or happiness, right? You feel lively. You feel alive. Okay, keep going in that direction. Ooh, I'm heating up. My body's heating up. Goodness. So somebody's being activated. Okay, you know your body you can feel like you're having hot flashes. You know, like your spirit's on fire, right? Your spirit man. It is. It is. You know, a spiritual fire. You can feel it though. You know what I'm saying? You're probably feeling it right now because I'm picking up on it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. Okay, it's just, it's like, yeah. I've been experiencing new things that just been happening spiritually, right? You know, the same things that usually happen, but in a newer way, right? Or in a more powerful way, right? More so that it can be felt, right? From the spiritual, okay? Easily, more easily. All right, we can go on to the future. Okay, let's look at one of these mess decks over here. Over here, over here. That's funny because I was just watching something. I was talking about Freemasonry. Oh, KRS-One. Talking about he an honorary member, an honorary 33-degree Mason. But he's not a Mason. Okay. So I don't know, that's significant. Okay. Somebody, you know, it's like somebody being affiliated with a gang, right? But they're saying they're not a part of the gang, right? But you kick it with the gang all the time. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that that ain't a real thing, because it is, right? Growing up, I was affiliated with people, but I wasn't, you know, or had homeboys from different hoods, you know what I'm saying? But kicked it with both of them, right? Okay. But it's something about that. Okay. Okay. Now I just heard false flagging. Okay, now that could apply to everything, right? Okay, or anything, not just, you know, where it originated. So somebody going into a place and acting like they're a part of the group, or acting like a mole, okay, or a perpetrator, false flagger. Is somebody going into jail doing that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Somebody going to jail trying to lie to kick it. That is not the place you want to do that. I assure you. Okay, it's worse than the outside world. You okay? Even though people's are liars and all of that, right? You better be honest about something that people can find out about. You better be honest about it. Okay, you know, if you're going to jail, You better be honest about it. Okay. The name's Zakel. Freemason in the reverse. Somebody could be somebody's ex-best friend could be being exposed as being a part of Freemasonry. Okay. The bad kind. The bad kind. Okay. The name Jose can be significant for some of y'all. All right. Again, the name Jamal. A false prophet. Can't be friends, Trey Songz. All right, so a Leo can be significant, all right? The name David. False prophet and the name David. Oh, God, those should never go together. Okay, so something could be a lie about how somebody passed away. The name Francis in the reverse, picking up a woman, not a man. So some connection between a ex-best friend, okay, a past friend who's deceased, and a mother figure. So how somebody died is not the way that they died? Whoever this David is deceased. However this person passed away, however it was said that this person passed away, is not true to what really happened. It's Raining Man by Gary Halliwell. Somebody could be on the down low. Okay. Whoever this false prophet is. All right. Archangel Michael. Whoever passed over is a part of the divine military. Okay, like somebody's underneath Archangel Michael. They're not an archangel, but they're under Archangel Michael, or they're being something like that. They're being led. Somebody's helping. Whoever this is passed away. Confirmation. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever this is that passed away, David. Okay, they're helping Archangel Michael. Okay, taking orders from, assisting Archangel Michael. Okay, and bringing out the truth of what happened to them. Okay, somebody can have green eyes. Or somebody could be named green, like somebody could be called that. We said that before. We got 6 spells. Okay. And the reverse. The name Marcus in the reverse. Oh, that name. So somebody's abuser. Somebody's childhood abuser could be significant. This person could be sick. Okay, be exposed that they're sick. Like this person could abuse you when you were a child. For some of you, trigger warning, sexually. The name Raymond or Ray. This could be who has green eyes. Okay. We got healing in the reverse. Damn. So people are sick. People can't heal. They don't have the ability to heal. They're not allowed to. Okay. Seattle in the reverse. Damn, these motherfuckers. So opposite Seattle. Okay. Tacoma. Washington could be significant. Bounty in the reverse. Brown-haired male or female, 57 to 99 years old. Okay. So somebody's abuser could be near them. They could get caught. Or you're going to find out that somebody's like near you or around you. This could be somebody who lives in another state. And they shouldn't be. Like this is literally somebody's childhood abuse. This could be a cousin. Ugh. East Coast. Okay, Harriet Tubman. This could be, some of you guys could have escaped from the East Coast. So that's how you look at it, you escaped from the East Coast. Okay. Some of y'all might have been going through some things. Right? Or you might have been with somebody that wasn't so savory. You had to get away from them, okay? So something could be domestic violence for some of you, man or woman, okay? They both go through it. You know, that's hard to get out of. So, you know, all the power to you, whoever's dealing with that. Make your, make you you know, make way for a safe escape. Keep things to yourself, right? You know, play the role and hightail it on out there, out of there. Of course, it's, you know, not always easy, as easy as I'm explaining it, of course, right? But, you know, do it safely, okay? Don't lead on or don't lead on to what you're doing, okay? You know, play the role, all right? Make you a plan and execute that plan. Pray about it, you know. Pray for a ram in the bush. You know, God will light up a path, right? You know, it might be an obstacle getting out of it, right? But you know, you can do it. You can get out of it. You can get out of it. Just be careful. Okay, somebody might be taking their kid and just getting in their car and just driving. Archangel Raphael, please block that. By attacking my crown chakra. Yeah, see, yeah, I see you, motherfucker. Okay, you know, yeah, yeah, you ain't doing no damage. Okay, we used to this shit. It's cute though. It's cute. It's cute. All right, spirit. What else? What's the time? 53. What's the near future? For Aquarius. Got the world, okay? So something's being opened, okay? Or stepping through or across the threshold. Five of Swords. Okay, people are trying to compete with someone, compete with you, okay, on getting through this or crossing this threshold, okay? When there is no competition, these people are not in the running, okay, for anything. So competing, it shouldn't be there, okay? You know, it's not they're not competitors. They're fans, super fans, okay, who just cannot control themselves. Okay. They can say they hate you all they want. They base their whole life on you. They're super fans. I don't care what nobody say. They love you. You know, it's a thin line between love and hate. Okay. You know, when it turns to hate, it's something that they cannot have or they cannot possess. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what it turns into hate. They can't possess you. They can't be with you or have you. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Or can't be you. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. 77, 777. People are watching and waiting for what happens next in a situation. Seven of Cups. Yeah. It's like a cliffhanger. I said that earlier, right? When I didn't mean to say it. Now it applies. A cliffhanger. Five of Swords again. The Knight of Cups. Competing romantically. Okay. Now you could have some competitors out here now. Okay, in the upright. Okay, that desire you. Okay, or your person. Okay, both of you guys can have people trying to compete for you. Right? Okay, or be the one that you choose, or the one that's right for you. It's only one. It's one person. I feel like if I'm talking to you, you're on the masculine side, you are that person. Okay, amongst these seven cups. Now, not saying that the other ones aren't, good opportunities, right? But someone you're gonna love forever and wake up next to it forever, right? It has to be that person, right? Not something that's good enough, right? Or something that is mediocre, right? It has to be that person. You know what I'm saying? That lights your fire, right? And keeps it lit. Seven of Swords. It's like people are confused. That even people that are sneaking around watching, okay, being sneaky and devious, it's like they don't even know why they're doing what they're doing. Like they're just on like autopilot. They're on autopilot. The Tower, Judgment, like running around. It's like chickens running around with their heads cut off. You know what I'm saying? They know the war has been won, right? They have not won the war. Okay. They know that. It's just like a zombie at this point. Queen of Swords. So somebody can be divorced. The Emperor. Yeah, this is you. I feel like you're protective of this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords sees you. They see you. They got a little, somebody looks at the corner of their eye and they give you a little smirk, like a little, that's what they do. They see you. They see you. You know, it's a preliminary right now, so they're waiting to see what you're gonna do, right? Are you gonna pass the threshold that those that came before you never passed, right, or never could, or are you going to, do the same thing as others have done, right? Okay, so somebody, they desire you, they want you, right, but they're just protecting themselves. Okay, they're not allowing themselves to go all in yet, right, until something is made evident between the two of you. Okay, communication wise, right, just meeting here, being leveled, seeing eye to eye. Okay, communication, of course, right? They want it to go from a 5D thing to a 3D thing, not just stay in the 5D, right? Okay, somebody's dealt with that in the past, so they're not doing that anymore. The Moon. Somebody could be trying to confuse your feelings, confuse how you feel. Or it's like somebody's waiting for you to change your mind, or they're waiting for you to feel differently. So somebody messing with you energetically. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Somebody's saying things out loud. Like they're yelling things, they're chanting things. They're saying things and directing them toward you, Emperor. Like through the moon. Like they're wanting you to feel something. That's why they're waiting for your feelings to change. So they're trying to force your hand. And you could be wondering, like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is, like, I don't know, you could feel hazy or dizzy all of a sudden out of nowhere, right? It's because somebody's projecting this energy at you. Okay, so clear your energy out. I mean, yes, clearing your environment, right? But you can just as well speak, right? Because you have dominion, right? And power in your tongue. You can just as well speak and, redirect it or get it the hell out of your energy, right? Okay. In other words, know your power, right? Don't let anything bombard you. Okay. And even though sometimes it's hard, right? And if it does sometimes, right, you just take time, right? Don't make any moves or anything. Just let the energy work. Let it do what it's doing and then move through you, right? Don't allow it to sit, right? Don't allow it to sit on you. Sometimes you might need to just take a nap, right? Or, clean up a bit or move some things around, right? Transmute the energy, okay? Or put it into your artistry, okay? If, you're able to do it while you're mad, right? Or irritated, or, you know what I'm saying? But if not, don't force it, okay? Don't force it. The Five of Cups. Yeah, somebody's disappointed because something's not working. The Devil, and they're stuck in this energy. The Knight of Wands, because you're protecting yourself. Good job, bro. Sis, good job. It's giving like a pro. Like somebody's a pro out here. Somebody been learning. Somebody been learning. Yeah, this Queen of Swords is like, I see you, Emperor. Like, I see you. I see you over there, Two of Wands. Okay, which is bringing them closer. Like they're seeing you do things, right? I feel like spiritually, right? I mean, this could be, 3D, but they know that you're putting your best foot forward. The Page of Pentacles, Temperance. Okay, when it comes to your healing, all right, investing in it. Like you're just looking immovable right now. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, you got strong, like Ace of Cups in the Moon, you got strong desire and feelings for someone. Okay, Ten of Wands. A lot. Like you in love with somebody. Probably ain't even talked to them yet. You know what I'm saying? But you in love with somebody. Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands. Oh, and the passion's off the off the charts. Yeah, y'all feeling each other back and forth. Definitely. Somebody watches somebody on TV, either on a TV or on TV, like on a show. Like somebody watches someone on TV. The Hangman, Strength, Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Hold up. Somebody could be waiting on some type of money or waiting for something to hit their account, or somebody could be contemplating something. So somebody else makes this person feel pressure and pressure to do things. You don't make this person feel pressure, right? Or you're the person that someone, they make you feel pressure to do things, but the person that you want to go towards, that you have these feelings for, doesn't make you feel that way. They allow you to be who you are, make your decisions, right? In whatever timely fashion that, they allow you to be a man, right? Or to be a woman. And you greatly desire that, amongst many other things. We got a King of Pentacles reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed. It's King of Pentacles out here that is a scammer that's losing finances, okay? Reader, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this person is, if I'm talking to the masculine energy, this is the person from your feminine energy side, right? Whether it's a man or woman, okay? This is somebody from their past that tried to scam them, okay, out of some type of inheritance or something like that. Seven of Wands, Page of Cups, and who's been trying to block you. That's who this is. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Page of Cups. Now they want to say sorry. Knight of Pentacles, and work towards healing something. Yeah, please. Get the hell out of here. Page of Swords. The Empress. Yeah, this Empress sees you. They only see you. Like they're literally looking directly up at you. Like in a slant, like this way. You're literally looking upward. You could be learning, you could have learned some lessons in love, okay? Or this Divine Feminine could have learned some lessons in love, like recently. Oh, okay, so how Spirit just showed me. Okay, so this Divine Feminine learned some type of love lesson, right? Which impregnated them. The lesson they learned impregnated them, right? Spiritually, right? So that now they're waiting to birth something new. So something about you learning the lessons, whether you're a man or a woman, okay, you learn the lessons and then you're energetically impregnated, right? You got fuel to create, right? Energetically impregnated, okay? And then you go through, the creative process, right? The birth, the growth of the thing that you're growing, right? That you're building, the birth pains, that come when something's close to being delivered, right? You get what I'm saying? Okay. Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords. Yes, I just disappeared and went in my lap. I feel like this is somebody outside of y'all. Yeah, somebody trapped themselves and they don't know how to get out. The sun. Okay, I feel like the exposure is what trapped this person, whoever this is, or people. It's like being caught, the flashlight being shined on you, like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to act like a statue. Somebody caught. They stuck. Like Chuck. My name could be Chuck. Chucky. Charles. All right, let's wrap it up, Spirit. I gotta go. The Four of Wands. Look at y'all in y'all royal attire. The Three of Swords. Who's this Three of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. Six of Wands. Okay, so I feel like whatever cycle, there's a cycle of like third partying, right? Cheating, just the same shit going on, generation after generation, right? Some type of curse that was over your love life to where there would always be a third party, or extra parties in the background, or, entangled in between what you got going on with somebody else, whether it's romantic or platonic, right? Your relationships have always been infiltrated, okay? So if you look back on them, right, for some of you or a lot of you, they weren't even real to begin with. And I can be kind of, it piss you off, right? Cause like the Truman Show, they didn't make the movie for no reason. They didn't make the movie for no reason, okay? Truman was special. He was special, right? Does it remind you of anybody else? Okay? Why else would a person be being surveillance? Why else would their life be created as if it is one way when really it's another? But having them to think that it is one way. Because the person that they're trying to fool is important. They're important to the whole scheme of things. And there's 144,000 of you, okay, who are living a walking and talking the Truman Show since you got here. Okay, your life has been flipped upside down, rearranged, switched around. You know what I'm saying? To where either you're in a family that you didn't, you weren't born through, right? You didn't know about it, or your parents are not your parents, and your parents are someone else, right? You didn't know about just things, whatever they are. Okay, things have been just rearranged and swapped around for you not to ever know. That cycle's over. Okay, it's going back somewhere else. Okay, this curse is falling on someone else. Something has run its course. There could be a matriarch here that's watching you, okay? That's been a third party to you in all of your relationships. This could be a grandmother, a mother, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, and Sagittarius. Way, way, way in the back. There's a Sagittarius like from your past, like deep past. This could be somebody's first confirmation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This could be somebody's first boyfriend or girlfriend. Okay, who did them? This person did you like? What I think that was my real first like heartbreak. Like Heartbreak Hotel. Like you're crying and spazzing out all over the place. You need your best friend to comfort you and shit. Yeah. I got somebody from the first person we ever lived together. Military. I said I would never date anybody in the military again after. Anyway, long story short, okay, you got somebody who did you incredibly dirty, who is looking at you now, looking at you today, talked all types of shit about you too, to people that you never meet. Okay, could have told your business. You could have you know, in confidence, you could have let this person know something personal about yourself since the last time you saw them, the last time you saw them, right? And they could have talked shit about that to people. You know, that could have been the last time you seen them. Like somebody could have like left you in the cold twice. First time, for example, myself, first time we lived together, right? You know, after that was over, saw them years later, you know, hung out, watched the movie together, right? And then after that, never saw them again, right? So something like that, right? Whoever this person is to you, okay, could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but whoever this person is to you is way in the background crying and throwing a hissy fit, okay? Because you turned out to be who you are, and they counted you out. They were the one of the first ones to count you out. Suck it up, buttercup. The sun. Somebody could be birthing a son. Congratulations, okay? Or somebody could have thought that they were going to have a daughter and a son comes out instead. Somebody is someone's secret happiness. Like you don't even know how happy, or somebody doesn't even know how happy they make you. Ace of Swords. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody doesn't know how happy that they make you. I mean, how would they know if you haven't told them yet, right? Okay, so, you know, tell them. Okay, tell them. Tell them how you feel for them. Tell them. Get past the threshold. You know what I'm saying? Don't, where's it at? You know, everybody always gets to this point right here and they stop. You know, they stop. Don't stop here. Walk through. Walk through. You know, make communication, or you know what I'm saying? Go where the ones before you have never gone. In order to obtain something that you want, okay, you got to do something you never what done before, right? Okay, so do that. Do that. Spirit, any more messages, any advice? Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Magician, the Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, the Phoenix. So we got Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Magician, the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, the Phoenix. Poetic Justice. Yeah, that's what this is, Poetic Justice. You hear the birds? So somebody's transforming. Okay, so a King of Pentacles. Okay, so that King of Pentacles that we were talking about earlier, that you know was learning lessons and transforming. Okay, they're gonna. Some of you are gonna have a choice. They're gonna come back in. They're gonna come back in. Okay, and they're coming in fast. So you got two people arriving, and you got one trying to jump in the way. Okay, a Leo, a King of Wands. Okay, don't have to be a Leo, but damn well could be a Libra, Capricorn. So yeah, for some of y'all, you gotta have a choice, man or woman. Okay, there's somebody, a King of Pentacles, or somebody who's in energy who is gonna come back or pop up. It looks like they're running. They're trying to hurry up and get there. Okay, to try to fix something because they've transformed. Phoenix. All right, so you have a choice between them and between an Emperor, King of Pentacles, or an Emperor. And that is not this King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a different King of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, but I'm leaving it there. That is your read, Aquarius. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some info out there that you needed. If not, then just for entertainment purposes, right? Spiritual hygiene, stay up on that, okay? Keep your energy cleansed, keep your mind clear, okay? Rest in the peace that God has allowed you, right? Okay, that you didn't work towards, that you didn't fight for. Rest in that peace and don't let anything interrupt that peace. Okay, If y'all donate to the channel, book personal info below the video, description section at the bottom. All right, and that's it. I love y'all, beloved. Y'all know this. Love y'all dearly. And I will holler at y'all a little later. Stay prayed up and keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Yeah. Later. Love you. Peace.